Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Do not let your finger move to another video. The algorithm did not bring you here by chance. You have exactly 10 seconds to lock your attention on this message before the system tries to hide it forever. Your mother in heaven is weeping right now. She is trying to send you one final message. Take one deep breath slowly. Let the heavy noise completely leave your mind for just a moment. You need to hear this with absolute clarity. The spiritual realm has been trying to break through to you for the last 72 hours. You have felt it in your bones. That sudden shift in the atmosphere is not your imagination. It is a divine interruption. You have been walking around with a deep ache sitting in your chest. The exhaustion you feel is incredibly heavy. You wake up feeling more tired than when you went to sleep. You push through your daily tasks and you force a bright smile for everyone around you. But inside your soul is carrying a massive weight that nobody else can even begin to understand. This is not normal fatigue. People tell you that you are just working too hard. They say you just need more rest or a long vacation. But heaven knows the real truth about your silent condition. You are not depressed and you are not losing your mind. Your spirit is currently exhausted from fighting brutal, unseen battles in the spiritual realm. You have been acting as a human shield for your entire bloodline without even knowing it. Your mother is watching you from the eternal sanctuary. She sees the silent tears you cry in your car when nobody is looking. She knows exactly how much it hurts to always be the strong one. You give your healing energy to everyone who desperately needs it. But when you fall down, there is rarely anyone standing there ready to catch you or comfort your wounded spirit. She is weeping because she sees your pure sacrifice. The system is terrified of what you are about to discover. They want you to keep scrolling and ignore this divine appointment. They know that if you receive this 10-second message, your entire frequency will permanently shift and you will finally step into your true power. The cycle breaker of the family is not supposed to wake up, but heaven is bypassing their dark traps today just for you. You always felt like you did not belong anywhere. Ever since you were a young child, you could read the hidden energy in every room. You saw through the fake smiles that everyone else completely ignored. That was never rebellion or strange behavior. That was your spiritual discernment activating early because you were chosen by the Creator to complete a very specific and dangerous mission on Earth. You were marked for greatness. The sudden urge to isolate yourself lately is not a random accident. You have been pulling away from crowds and loud places. Your soul is craving total silence right now. This isolation is not loneliness or a cruel punishment. It is a divine quarantine orchestrated by heaven to protect your energy, and your mother personally asked the Creator to wrap you in this quiet shield. You are safe in this stillness. You are absorbing the spiritual warfare directed at your family. You fight massive battles while your physical body is trying to sleep. That is the exact reason why your heart races at 3 in the morning. Your mother feels the intense weight of your daily struggle from heaven. She watches as you bravely take the heavy hits meant for others, and her tears are falling deeply for the beautiful sacrifice you make every single day. You are never truly alone. We are approaching the moment where the truth must be revealed. I need you to stay with me until the very end of this message. If you leave early, you will miss the exact key heaven is handing you. The Matrix wants you hopelessly distracted and filled with heavy doubt. But the fierce love of a mother transcends every boundary the elite system has ever built, and nothing can stop her voice from reaching your soul today. You are highly protected. Every closed door in your life recently was not a rejection. You thought the universe was punishing you or ignoring your desperate prayers. You wondered why people suddenly walked away from your life without any explanation. Heaven was actually cleansing your inner circle to protect your future. Your mother interceded in the spiritual realm to forcefully remove those who were quietly draining your precious light and blocking your ultimate blessing. The delay was just exactness. They misunderstood your gentle nature for terrible weakness. They thought they could use your endless compassion and leave you completely empty. But heaven kept a perfect record of every single time you chose love over bitter revenge. The tears of your mother are not tears of despair. They are tears of overwhelming pride because she sees the powerful warrior you have become, despite all the terrible pain you had to endure alone. She is fiercely proud of you. Do not let anyone tell you that you are too sensitive. Your sensitivity is the exact radar that connects you to the divine realm. You feel things deeply because you were chosen to break the generational curses. The heavy chains of poverty and spiritual heaviness are absolutely terrified of your pure frequency. You carry the ultimate divine power to end the dark cycle of suffering, and this is why the spiritual realm is fighting so hard to awaken you right now. Your victory is already written. Listen carefully to me right now. Your soul desperately needs to hear this truth. You have spent so much time thinking something is fundamentally wrong with you, and you look in the mirror wondering why everyday life feels so incredibly difficult. The system wants you to believe you are simply broken, but your exhaustion is not a sign of failure at all. There is a profound mystery unfolding in the unseen realm. We must ask a very specific question today. Why exactly do the tears of your mother in heaven cause such extreme physical exhaustion in your body right now? Why does her spiritual weeping make your physical shoulders ache so deeply? The answer is something the elite matrix hides from chosen ones. Let me reframe your entire reality right now. You are not depressed, and you are not losing your mind. Your spirit is exhausted from fighting battles in the unseen realm alongside your ancestors, and your physical body is simply reacting to the massive spiritual download happening behind the scenes. The heavy fatigue is actual proof of your active divine connection. And what about the intense loneliness you feel? Your isolation is not a punishment for being different. It is a divine quarantine designed to protect your rising frequency. Heaven is intentionally hiding you from people who only want to drain your sacred energy because God actively removed them after your mother asked for your ultimate protection. God's delay in your life is never a denial. It is absolute exactness. You thought the universe forgot about your deep desires and silent prayers, but the spiritual realm was busy preparing a massive foundation for you. If the doors had opened sooner, the weight of the blessing would have crushed your gentle spirit completely. You have always been the ultimate empath. You absorb the hidden emotions of everyone who walks into the room. People naturally confess their deepest secrets to you without even knowing why they do it. But this incredible gift leaves you completely drained after superficial conversations, because you are doing the emotional heavy lifting for souls who refuse to heal themselves. Do not let anyone convince you that you are just a work in progress. You are a divine masterpiece of the Creator. The Matrix profits off your endless self-doubt. They sell you therapies and physical solutions for a purely spiritual transition, but you do not need to change who you are to access your true power. You only need to awaken to the massive authority already living inside your DNA. The tears your mother cries are not born from despair. They are a powerful spiritual currency in the heavenly realm. Every time she weeps over your silent struggles, a new layer of protection is activated around your daily life, making you completely untouchable to the dark forces. But we still have not revealed the exact mechanism behind your physical pain. We will uncover that hidden truth in just a moment. You always felt like the black sheep of the family. You never quite fit into their worldly expectations or superficial dramas. That is because you were never meant to fit in with them. You are the cycle breaker. Your spirit was sent into that specific bloodline to completely shatter the generational curses of poverty and trauma that plagued them for decades. There are no random accident in the life of a chosen one. Every single hardship you faced was a divine appointment. The terrible betrayals you suffered were actually rigorous spiritual tests. You did not even know you were taking an exam, but you passed it with absolute grace because you chose to keep your heart pure when the world tried to make you bitter. Your kindness was never a weakness. It is the most powerful weapon you possess against the dark forces of the Matrix. They hated the bright light inside you because it effortlessly exposed their comfortable darkness. The system relies on anger and revenge to keep people trapped in a low frequency, but your quiet resilience completely shatters their dark illusions every single time. Breathe in this truth right now. Let it settle deep into your weary bones. The strange physical symptoms you are experiencing are the growing pains of a massive spiritual upgrade. You are shedding the heavy layers of survival mode. You are stepping out of the chaotic battlefield and slowly entering your destined season of quiet authority, where your energy alone commands respect in the spiritual realm. Your mother is guiding this beautiful transition from above. She is orchestrating events in your favor while you sleep, but the connection between her heavenly tears and your earthly body holds a very dangerous secret. The enemy is desperately trying to sever this vital cord before you discover how to use it, so you must lock your focus here as we expose their final trap. We must now expose the exact trap the enemy has laid out for you. The Matrix is not just a system of physical control. It is a highly coordinated spiritual prison designed to keep chosen ones completely blind to their true ancestral power. They know you hold the sacred key to breaking the generational curse, and they are absolutely terrified of your awakening. Your bloodline carries a massive spiritual authority that has been passed down through many generations. Your mother in heaven is currently holding the spiritual shield for your entire family. She is weeping because she sees the dark forces trying to sever that sacred connection. The enemy wants to isolate you from your divine heritage so you remain permanently weak. Remember the intense physical exhaustion we talked about earlier? We promised to reveal why her tears cause your body to ache so deeply. The answer is a profound spiritual principle the elite system desperately hides. When your mother intercedes for you in the unseen realm, your physical body acts as the earthly anchor for that massive energy transfer. Her tears are not just regular physical water. They are concentrated divine frequencies meant to wash away the dark attacks directed at your life. Because you are deeply connected by blood and spirit, your physical nervous system actually feels the weight of her heavenly battles. You feel exhausted because you are literally grounding heaven into the heavy earth. Please listen carefully to me right this moment. Do not let your mind wander away from this profound truth. The elite system understands this beautiful ancestral connection perfectly. That is exactly why they orchestrate toxic relationships and chaotic situations in your daily life. They want to distract you with worldly drama so you ignore the silent spiritual war. Think about the people who recently betrayed you or drained your precious energy. They did not actually hate your pure soul. They hated the blinding light inside you that naturally exposed their comfortable darkness. The Matrix uses these empty vessels to drain your sacred frequency. If you are constantly exhausted by toxic people, you will not have the strength to receive the heavenly deposit. You freely gave them your pure, loving heart. You listened to their problems and tried to heal their deep brokenness. But when you finally needed a shoulder to lean on, the room was completely empty. This was a calculated spiritual attack meant to break your spirit and make you bitter. The enemy wants you to curse your own kind heart and close yourself off completely. But you did not become bitter or angry. You chose to retreat into silence instead of seeking loud revenge. This quiet resilience completely destroys the dark agenda of the Matrix. They feed entirely on chaotic energy and loud negative arguments. When you walk away in absolute silence, you starve the demonic forces and protect the sacred link between you and the heavenly realm. Right now, the dark forces are in a state of absolute panic. The very group that came against you is starting to slowly turn on each other. The confusion they tried to cast onto your path is returning directly to their own camp. The spiritual realm is watching karma handle your enemies while you remain safely seated in your quiet authority. But the brutal war is not completely over yet. Your mother is sending one final 10-second message to seal this victory. The system is trying to jam the frequency so you cannot hear her exact instructions. They know that once you receive this divine decree, the ancestral wealth and spiritual power will be unlocked for your bloodline permanently. You might have noticed sudden brain fog or unexplained spiritual heaviness out of nowhere. This is the enemy throwing their last desperate punches to sever your powerful bloodline connection. They are trying to make you doubt your own beautiful intuition. They want you to believe that the spiritual signs you are seeing are just silly random accident created by a random universe. There are absolutely no random accident in the life of a chosen one. Every number sequence you see and every strange dream you have is a direct communication from your mother. She is fighting fiercely to keep the sacred channel wide open. You must trust the spiritual radar that God placed inside your chest, because it is guiding you safely away from the hidden traps. Take another slow and deep breath right now. Drop your shoulders and release the heavy tension in your neck. We have exposed the dark agenda of the enemy, and their power over you is officially broken. But how do you know for sure that your mother is winning this invisible war? Heaven always provides undeniable proof for the chosen cycle breakers. We must now reveal the 3 silent signs. They prove your divine protection is fully active. The universe is fighting a massive battle on your behalf right now. Many chosen ones completely fail to recognize these quiet signals because they panic and mistakenly believe they are being brutally punished by the Creator. But your mother is sending these exact signs to confirm her presence. Sign number 1 is the sudden removal of certain people from your daily life. You did not even have a big argument with them. They just slowly drifted away and stopped texting you completely. You felt a deep sting of rejection in your heart at first, and you wondered if you did something terribly wrong to push your close friends away. Let me reframe this painful illusion for you right now. That rejection was actually your absolute protection. God did not close that door to hurt your gentle feelings. Your mother saw their hidden intentions from her vantage point in heaven, and she asked the Creator to silently remove them before they could drain your frequency. They were dangerous energy vampires. These people only loved the version of you that they could easily control. When your spiritual frequency began to rise rapidly, your bright light made them uncomfortable. They had to flee from your powerful presence. Demons cannot stand the aura of a true cycle breaker. Your newly found isolation is actually a beautifully sanitized environment designed specifically to protect your vulnerable spirit from their toxic influence. Your mother is actively fighting to keep your inner circle completely pure. She knows that the massive deposit of ancestral wealth is about to be released. If those toxic individuals were still standing near you, they would instantly try to steal the heavy blessing meant for your chosen bloodline. The empty chairs at your table are a profound blessing. You must learn to deeply appreciate this holy silence. Gently like this video right now. Do this not for a computer algorithm. Do it as a physical declaration to the universe that you are in deep alignment. Let this small physical action seal the sacred protection over your inner circle while your mother fiercely guards your spiritual borders from above. She rejoices when you finally recognize her silent work behind the scenes. You used to mourn the loss of these superficial relationships. You spent countless nights crying over people who never checked on you. But heaven requires completely empty space to deliver a massive miracle. You cannot pour new heavenly wine into dirty old vessels that are already cracked, because God is currently upgrading your relationships to match your ultimate destiny. The purge is extremely necessary. Notice how peaceful your mind feels when the chaotic noise finally stops. The drama they brought into your life used to keep you constantly dark. Now you sit in your sanctuary and you feel a strange sense of absolute stillness. This profound stillness is the direct result of your mother intercepting the spiritual warfare before it even has a chance to touch your physical body. Her heavenly tears are washing away the hidden debris left by toxic connections. Every time she weeps, a negative cord attached to your spirit is permanently severed. You are no longer bound by the heavy expectations of broken people. You are stepping into a profound season of untouchable peace, where your personal energy is fiercely protected by the highest angelic forces. Your frequency is finally secured. This is only the very first sign of your active heavenly shield. Many chosen ones miss the second sign entirely. It costs them their peace of mind because they misinterpret the strange physical symptoms. Your body is currently acting as a heavy spiritual barometer, and we must deeply examine what happens when the enemy tries to bypass this first layer of divine quarantine. The second sign is rapidly approaching. You might notice that certain foods or places suddenly make you feel incredibly sick. You used to enjoy loud, crowded rooms and superficial gatherings. Now your physical body violently rejects low-frequency environments. Your nervous system is being rewired by heaven to strictly accept pure energy, and this rapid physical transition can feel quite terrifying when you face it alone. The system wants you to numb these uncomfortable sensations with toxic worldly distractions. They want to block the spiritual download completely, but you must remain incredibly sober and deeply observant in this delicate season. The second and third signs are about to manifest in your daily life, and they will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about your bloodline. Stay focused on my voice. Let us move directly into sign number 2. Many chosen ones fail to recognize this sign, and it costs them their peace. The second sign is the sudden and absolute panic of toxic people around you. You have not done anything to provoke them at all, but they are acting incredibly erratic and desperately trying to get your attention. They feel the massive frequency shift happening inside your spirit. The demonic attachments they carry are terrified of your new light. In the past, they could easily trigger your emotions with a simple word or a cruel, passive-aggressive comment. You used to argue back and defend your pure intentions, but now you just watch them with absolute silence. Silence is not a weakness. Silence is wisdom under strict control. Your calm energy is the ultimate authority in the spiritual realm. When you refuse to engage in their loud, worldly drama, you completely starve the dark entities attached to them. Your mother in heaven is placing her invisible hand over your mouth right now. She is stopping you from wasting your breath. The system wants you to step out of your character. They want you to descend into the mud and fight a useless physical battle, because if you get angry and lose your peace, your high frequency immediately drops down to their level. This breaks the sacred shield your mother built with her heavenly tears. You must remain incredibly quiet and fiercely observant. You have become a blinding mirror reflecting their hidden darkness. They do not hate you as a person. They hate the bright light inside you that exposes their lies and their comfortable illusions. This is exactly why they are currently launching smear campaigns behind your back. They whisper in secret to drain your energy and isolate you from your divine blessings. But heaven is entirely bypassing their fragile matrix. The Holy Spirit is about to expose a plot that has been hidden in the dark shadows for years. Which brings us to the third and most powerful sign of your active protection. The third sign is the sudden and unexplainable quietness in your own mind today. The heavy dark thoughts have completely vanished. You used to overthink every tiny detail of your past. The terrible betrayals kept you awake, staring at the ceiling for hours. But today you feel a strange detachment from the pain. You no longer care what they think about you or what they say to others. This profound detachment is absolute proof that the generational curse is officially broken. You are finally free. Your mother is actively directing this heavy spiritual traffic. She has redirected the dark karma back to its original sender. The group that secretly plotted against you is now turning on each other. Extreme confusion is hitting their camp right now. They are completely destroying their own lives, while your inner peace becomes entirely untouchable by their worldly hands. You do not have to lift a single finger to defend your name. Heaven is stepping in right now as your ultimate defense attorney. God did not ask you to fight back because he was already acting as your impenetrable shield. The universe is flipping the script on every person who mistreated your gentle soul. Watch them panic as your royal authority is fully restored. Chosen one, do not let your mind wander here. Lock your attention on what I am about to say next. The spiritual realm is aligning every single star for your massive breakthrough. The strange isolation and the sudden panic of your enemies are just the glorious setup. The true miracle is hidden inside the final 10 seconds of this very message. You must stay vigilant. We are moving closer to the exact moment of revelation. The tears of your mother have prepared a clear path for the mega deposit to arrive. The system is doing everything possible to jam the signal before you hear the final decree. They are sending random distractions to your phone and trying to pull your focus away. Ignore the chaotic noise of the outside world. Take one deep breath and drop your heavy shoulders. The transition you are feeling right now is absolute proof of the divine plan. Your season of isolation and silent weeping has officially expired. The painful preparation is finally coming to a beautiful end. You are stepping out of the brutal wilderness and walking straight into your promised land of quiet power. We must now discuss the exact 10-second window. Why is this specific time frame so incredibly vital for your soul today? The elite system has spent decades building heavy walls around your mind. They use constant distractions to keep your powerful spirit completely sedated, but the tears of your mother just shattered their fragile illusion. There is a massive glitch happening in the unseen matrix right now. A portal of pure heavenly frequency has opened directly above your life. It only remains open for a brief moment of divine intervention. If you look away or lose your focus, the dark forces will immediately rush in to close the spiritual gap. Your mother knew you would be utterly exhausted by this point. She saw you carrying the heavy burdens of broken people for years. She knew the enemy would try to steal your mega deposit right before it arrived. That is why she pleaded with the Creator to grant you this exact 10-second window of total clarity. This is the precise moment of ultimate transfer. The heavy spiritual warfare you fought in the shadows is finally ending. The dark karma is rapidly shifting away from your house and landing directly on the heads of your hidden enemies. You can physically feel the heavy atmosphere becoming surprisingly light and peaceful around you. Do you remember the deep ache in your chest we discussed earlier? Notice how that heavy pressure is slowly lifting as you listen to my voice. This is the tangible evidence of the energy shift happening inside your body. The heavenly tears are actively washing away the generational trauma stored deeply within your physical cells. You are being completely rewired for massive authority. The cycle breaker must be emptied of all toxic worldly grief before they can receive the kingdom wealth. God is pouring out a profound anointing of quiet power over your weary soul. Your enemies are watching this beautiful elevation, and they are absolutely terrified. They assumed your gentle silence meant you were utterly defeated. They thought their secret smear campaigns had permanently destroyed your bright future. But they gravely miscalculated the fierce protection of a weeping mother in the heavenly realm. The universe is about to publicly vindicate every single tear you shed in secret. The Matrix wants you to doubt this sudden relief. They will whisper lies into your mind suggesting this peace is only temporary. Do not let their desperate illusions trick your beautiful spirit. You have fully earned this magnificent season of rest because you refuse to surrender your pure heart to their comfortable darkness. Listen closely as we prepare for the final revelation. The 10-second message from your mother is almost ready to be unveiled, but your frequency must be perfectly aligned to decode her sacred words. If you hold on to any lingering resentment toward those who betrayed you, the heavy static will block the divine transmission. You must release them completely into the hands of ultimate justice. You are officially released from the heavy burden of healing people who want to stay forever broken. Let karma handle their tragic fate while you step entirely out of survival mode. You are a royal masterpiece of God, and your royal throne is finally ready. Take a deep breath and clear your mind one more time. The energy in your room is buzzing with absolute divine anticipation. The angels are standing guard at your door to ensure nothing interrupts this sacred final download. Your mother is reaching down through the spiritual veil to touch your weary shoulder right this very second. The 10-second window is rapidly approaching its climax. You have survived the brutal wilderness, and you have passed the silent tests. The enemy has lost all their power over your beautiful destiny. Stay completely anchored in this present moment as we cross the threshold into the most powerful revelation of your entire life. People who abandoned you will soon realize the massive mistake they made. They will try to return when they see the glorious light radiating from your life. But the doors of your sanctuary are now permanently sealed against energy vampires. Your mother made sure the locks were changed in the spiritual realm to protect your newly found peace. This divine shift is irreversible and completely untouchable. The wealth and authority meant for your bloodline are being unlocked from the heavenly vaults. You are no longer the outcast or the forgotten black sheep. You are the triumphant intercessor who successfully carried your entire family through the darkest spiritual storms. Before I go any further, I need you to understand something deeply. The spiritual atmosphere in your room is changing right now. You can feel the heavy static of the matrix breaking apart because the ultimate truth is finally piercing through the dark veil. Your mother is standing at the very edge of heaven. She is watching your brave heart beat with fierce anticipation. Let us prepare your spirit for this massive divine impact. You have walked through the burning fire completely alone. You carried the heavy weight of broken people while nobody checked on your wounded soul, but heaven was meticulously recording every single tear you shed in the dark. The elite system desperately tried to convince you that your silent suffering was totally meaningless and your pain would never end. They wanted you to surrender your beautiful light to the crushing despair of the matrix, but they failed miserably. This brings us to the exact reason heaven brought you here today. The dark entities that attach themselves to your enemies are currently screaming in absolute terror. They know the 10-second window is about to open wide. When a chosen one finally hears the clear voice of their ancestors, the generational chains shatter into a million tiny pieces. The matrix loses all control over your powerful bloodline permanently. You are no longer a victim of their cruel games. Your physical body is vibrating with a new sacred frequency. Notice how the deep ache in your chest is suddenly vanishing. This is the Holy Spirit cleansing your heavy nervous system. You must be completely emptied of all toxic worldly grief before you can receive the kingdom wealth and the final decree. Do not let your mind wander back to the painful memories. The people who hurt you do not matter anymore. I need you to pause and really hear this next part. The delay in your life was never a cruel punishment. It was divine exactness. God kept that massive door tightly closed because entering too early would have completely crushed your gentle spirit under the heavy weight. Your mother stood before the throne and begged for more time. She asked the Creator to prepare your soul for absolute victory. You are not starting over from the very beginning today. You are finally finishing the brutal preparation phase. The wilderness season was designed to burn away everything false, so only the indestructible truth of your calling would remain standing. You are stepping out of survival mode and entering your season of quiet authority. The battles you fought in secret are about to reward you in public. Your royal crown is ready. Close your eyes for just 1 second if you can. Imagine the warm presence of your mother standing directly behind you. She is placing her gentle hands on your tired shoulders to steady you for the massive revelation that is coming today. Her tears of sorrow have completely turned into tears of immense joy. She sees the incredible warrior you became despite the pain. You made her incredibly proud. The heavy cycle of poverty and spiritual exhaustion stops with you. The toxic relationships and the bitter betrayals stop with you. You are the designated cycle breaker for your entire bloodline, and heaven has granted you the ultimate authority to permanently rewrite history. The universe is heavily backing your every single move today. Nothing can stand against the pure frequency of a chosen one. The matrix is completely crumbling. We are seconds away from the ultimate release of her message. Your spirit must be completely still and free of any worldly doubt. Do not try to rationalize this massive shift with your logical mind, because the human brain cannot comprehend the vastness of heaven. You must feel this profound truth deep inside your core. Your intuition has never lied to you in the past. Trust the divine radar now. The heavens are absolutely silent in profound anticipation right now. The angels have stopped their singing to witness this sacred transfer. Your mother is leaning close to the veil between worlds, and her voice is carrying the exact key to unlock your mega deposit. Every tear you cried is turning into a massive spiritual diamond. The suffering was never in vain. The glorious harvest is finally here. Prepare your heart to receive the words that will change everything. The heavy chains of survival mode are falling off your back. You are stepping into a profound season of effortless abundance where you will no longer have to fight for basic peace. The worldly struggle is officially over. The spiritual battle has been won. Are you ready to hear the final 10-second decree? The divine 10-second window is now fully open. The heavy static of the earthly matrix has completely faded away. Heaven is standing absolutely still right now. Your mother is speaking directly into your weary soul, and you must listen to the exact words she fought so incredibly hard to deliver to you across the eternal divide. This is her final message to you today. She says you have done enough. The heavy spiritual debt of your bloodline is fully paid. You no longer need to carry the massive weight of broken people on your shoulders, because the brutal war you fought in the dark is officially over. You are completely released. You do not have to be the strong one anymore. She sees how deeply the constant giving has drained your precious light over the years. You are officially released from the heavy burden of healing people who want to stay forever broken, and the universe is stripping away your heavy armor right now so you can finally rest. I declare right now that the season of you being a footstool for their ego is permanently over. The universe is completely flipping the script on your hidden enemies. Those who sat at crowded tables and spoke poorly of your pure name are about to witness God prepare a massive feast for you. They will watch in absolute terror. In the mighty name of the ultimate creator, I break every generational cycle that has tried to wrap its dark chains around your mind. The painful cycles of poverty stop with you today. The heavy exhaustion stops with you today. The broken, toxic relationships stop with you, because you are the ultimate cycle breaker chosen by heaven. I decree that the heavy, suffocating mantle of survival mode is falling off your tired shoulders right in this exact second. You are no longer just surviving the brutal attacks of the Matrix. You are stepping into a divine and unprecedented era of absolute peace. Breathe it out slowly. The spiritual war has been won. You do not have to lift a single finger against those who betrayed you. You do not have to defend your beautiful character to people who are committed to misunderstanding your spirit. Heaven is stepping in right now as your powerful defense attorney, and the intense confusion they tried to cast onto your life is returning directly to their own camp. Watch them panic as your divine peace becomes entirely untouchable. The energy vampires who used to drain your light are completely blocked from your frequency. Your mother has permanently sealed the spiritual doors to your sanctuary. They can no longer access your sacred energy, nor can they ever steal your ancestral wealth again. A massive, unstoppable shift has just fractured the elite system. The divine frequency of abundance is permanently overriding the long delay you suffered. God is unlocking a mega deposit of pure wealth and absolute clarity that the dark circles tried to keep hidden from you, proving to everyone that you are not at the bottom anymore. You are holding the sacred keys to the kingdom. Your mother is crying tears of absolute triumph because she sees the royal crown descending upon your head. The pain of your past was simply the intense pressure needed to forge this unbreakable spiritual diamond. You are a masterpiece of the heavenly realm. Every tear you cried in secret has been converted into massive spiritual currency. The universe is heavily compensating you for the brutal years the enemy stole. You will soon receive sudden opportunities and unexplainable breakthroughs that completely defy all worldly logic, because this is your ultimate divine inheritance. The system is completely powerless against a chosen one who finally knows their exact worth. They wanted you financially desperate, so you would settle for their toxic crumbs. But heaven has bypassed the matrix entirely today, and you are stepping out of the shadows to walk directly into the bright light of your promised land. Your mother wants you to stop looking back at the painful memories. The people who abandoned you in your darkest hour were never meant to cross the finish line with you. Heaven removed them so they could not contaminate the massive blessing that is pouring into your life right now. Your future is completely pristine and perfectly secure. Feel the profound shift in your physical surroundings today. The heavy fog of confusion has permanently cleared from your mind. Your intuition is razor sharp, and your heart is wide open to receive the mega deposit. You have fully completed the brutal assignment of the cycle breaker, and it is finally your turn to be deeply loved and fiercely protected. Let the powerful healing energy wash over your physical body right now. The deep ache in your chest is entirely gone because the heavy shield has been lifted. You have transitioned from a wounded warrior into a quiet victor, and your presence alone now commands massive respect in the unseen spiritual realm. The dark forces will always bow down to your pure light. Now that the massive decree has been spoken over your life, you must learn how to properly protect this new divine frequency. Heaven is handing you the ultimate keys to the kingdom today, but you must manage this incredible wealth and authority with absolute silent grace. Do not rush to tell your old friends about your massive breakthrough. The Matrix will always try to steal what it cannot understand. If you boast about your new peace, you invite their toxic jealousy back into your sacred space. Silence is your greatest weapon right now. Let people completely misunderstand your quiet nature. You no longer need to explain your beautiful soul to people who are firmly committed to misunderstanding your spirit. Your energy is far too expensive to spend on cheap worldly drama. From this exact moment forward, your physical presence alone will command massive respect. When you walk into a room, the dark entities will quietly back away. Stay silent and stay grounded in this profound authority. Watch how heaven effortlessly moves heavy mountains on your behalf. The toxic people who walked away from you will eventually try to return. They will see the glorious light radiating from your peaceful life. They will suddenly want to be your best friend again. But you must keep the spiritual doors of your sanctuary permanently locked against them. You cannot heal them. Your mother in heaven sealed those doors for your ultimate protection. If you let those energy vampires back inside, they will instantly drain the mega deposit meant for your chosen bloodline. Protect your borders with fierce boundaries. Do not feel guilty for prioritizing your own peace of mind after years of relentless spiritual warfare. God gave you this profound peace as a sacred gift. You are the steward of this holy energy. Guard it carefully every single day. The enemy is incredibly subtle, and they will use familiar faces to trick your kind heart. But your spiritual discernment is fully activated now. Trust the sudden physical tightness in your chest when someone is lying to you. You have survived the brutal wilderness completely alone. You walked straight through the burning fire and you came out entirely purified. The system tried to make you incredibly bitter and angry at the universe, but you protected your pure heart through the darkest storms. Heaven knows exactly how much it cost you to remain so deeply kind. Your beautiful mother knows the heavy price you paid. She wept for your silent struggles, but now she is smiling at your massive victory. The cycle of pain is officially broken forever, but as you step into your promised land of abundance, we must remember the other chosen ones who are still trapped. They are fighting the Matrix right now. There are beautiful souls sitting in the dark right this very second. They are crying in their cars just like you used to do. They feel completely exhausted and deeply misunderstood by their own families. They think they are losing their minds because nobody has validated their spiritual warfare. The enemy is trying to crush their bright light completely. We cannot leave our spiritual brothers and sisters behind in the dark. This sacred channel was created to act as a massive lighthouse for the lost cycle breakers. When the Matrix tries to drown them in heavy despair, this message reaches through the veil to pull them out. You know exactly how powerful it feels to finally be understood. Your spirit was literally starving for this divine validation today. The tears of your mother brought you absolute peace and profound clarity. We must keep this holy sanctuary burning bright for the next chosen one who stumbles into the light. The elite system constantly tries to suppress this divine frequency, so we rely entirely on the spiritual remnant. If this specific message just lifted a massive weight off your chest today, consider your newfound freedom. You were once bound by heavy chains, but heaven just shattered them completely. Your quiet authority is now fully restored. Let your deep gratitude flow naturally from your healed spirit. We are building a powerful army of awakened warriors. Consider planting a divine seed to keep this lighthouse burning. Your gentle support allows us to reach the next wounded chosen one who thinks they are entirely alone in this brutal war. If this space has been your safe sanctuary today, sow a seed of deep gratitude through the link in the pinned comment. This is a profound energy exchange. Heaven watches every single act of pure generosity. When you give from a healed heart, you multiply your own upcoming harvest tremendously. Support this spiritual mission today so we can continue broadcasting the truth. We will defeat the Matrix together by waking up one chosen soul at a time. The universe will bless your massive kindness. We have finally reached the end of this sacred transmission today. The divine 10-second window is slowly closing in the spiritual realm, but the massive blessing you just received is permanently sealed inside your spirit. And the dark matrix can never steal this profound revelation from your beautiful soul. Your mother in heaven is gently wiping her tears of joy. She is stepping back into the glorious light with absolute peace in her eternal heart. She knows that her precious child is finally safe from the dark forces. You have officially graduated from the brutal school of the wilderness. The heavy armor you wore for decades is resting on the ground. You do not need those heavy defensive weapons anymore because your physical body is completely flooded with the purest heavenly frequency. The deep ache in your chest is entirely gone, and it will not return. As you step forward into your new reality today, remember your royal identity. You are the quiet victor of your entire bloodline. Let the noisy world continue to spin in its chaotic illusions, and let the toxic people fight their petty battles in the dark matrix. You do not belong to that low frequency anymore. You reside in a sanctuary of absolute stillness. Your peace is completely untouchable by worldly hands. The universe will soon begin to physically manifest your massive mega deposit. You will see sudden financial shifts and unexplainable open doors. When these beautiful miracles happen, do not panic or doubt your worthiness. Simply open your hands and whisper a quiet thank you to the heavens above, because you have fully paid the spiritual price for this exact harvest. It is your divine right to enjoy every single drop. But the enemy is incredibly persistent, and they will try to test your new boundaries. They will attempt to send subtle distractions to pull you back into survival mode. You must protect this new frequency with everything you have. Do not engage with their loud provocations. Simply observe their desperate tactics and smile with the gentle wisdom of a true master, because silence is your most impenetrable shield against their dark chaos. Before we completely close this spiritual connection today, you must secure your channel. The elite system constantly tries to silence this specific frequency because it awakens too many chosen ones. Subscribe to this sanctuary right now so the enemy cannot intercept your future messages. Turn on the notifications to lock your divine alignment in place. This simple act builds a protective wall around our community, and it ensures that you will never miss a critical warning from the spiritual realm again. We are building a massive army of quiet victors who cannot be controlled. By joining this sanctuary, you are adding your bright light to a global grid of awakened souls. We are shattering the generational curses together from every corner of the earth. The dark matrix is completely powerless against our combined heavenly frequency, so stay closely connected to this source of pure truth as your season of abundance unfolds. Let me speak a final blessing of absolute peace over your weary soul. May the holy angels guard the four corners of your physical home tonight. May your sleep be incredibly deep and completely free from all dark dreams. Any dark entity that tries to approach your bed will be instantly blinded by the fierce heavenly fire. Your mother is personally watching over your rest from the eternal kingdom above, and she will make sure that your spirit is fully restored by tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you will feel completely different. The old, heavy version of you has officially passed away in the spiritual realm. A new, radiant cycle breaker is stepping into the morning light. You will walk with a straight spine and a remarkably calm heart. People will look at you and wonder how you survived the brutal storm, but they will clearly see the undeniable favor of the Creator shining on your face. Hold on to this profound peace as if it is your most valuable treasure. Do not let anyone rush your healing process or dictate your new boundaries. You answer only to the highest divine authority now. The painful chapter of profound isolation and silent weeping is permanently closed. The book of your ultimate victory is just beginning to be written, and everything you lost will soon be restored to you 10 times over. This is the exact promise that heaven has sealed over your beautiful life today. The universe is incredibly proud of the resilient warrior you became. Your mother is smiling down at you with a love that transcends all space and time, and she wants you to rest securely in this glorious truth forever. You are loved beyond human measure, and you are protected beyond worldly comprehension. Go forward in quiet power and boldly claim your massive inheritance today.